Did you know that Key West is closer to Cuba than to Miami? It is about 165 miles away by road from Miami and only 106 miles away from Havana, Cuba. Hi, I'm Leila Alieva, your Key West and the Florida Keys real estate professional. I often get questions about which neighborhood of Key West would be the best to live or invest in vacation rental property. So in today's video, I'd love to tell you a little about Key West and its neighborhoods. I will start with the main street of Key West first, Duval. It is 1.1 miles in length and 14 block long, crossing from the Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic Ocean. It is known as the party epicenter of Key West and is full of spots for epic people watching. This is where the heartbeat of the city comes to life, with all its bars, restaurants, live music, shops, art galleries and attractions. I think I won't be mistaken if I say that there are more than 100 bars in those 14 blocks. By the way, please drink responsibly or vortex might take you, and your photo may end up in that famous Facebook group. Let's go back to the main topic of today's video, Key West neighborhoods. As small as the island is nowadays, it used to be even smaller. Take a look at the map. Only a part of an old town area was developed. But these days, generally, you can divide Key West into four main sections: Old Town, Casa Marina, Midtown and Newtown. These areas are subdivided into several tiny neighborhoods, and while the bounds are blurred, each offers some unique features related to historical interest, lifestyle, ambience or architecture. Plus, there are three islands next to Key West: Sunset Key on one side and Stock Island and Key Haven on the other. On the western part of the island located the earliest Key West neighborhoods, Old Town. As you can get from the name, it is the oldest area and includes downtown, Bahama Village, Truman Annex, historic Seaport and Meadows, as well as the major tourist destinations of the island, including Mallory Square, Duval Street, Fort Zachary Taylor Historic State Park and many notable buildings. So let's take a closer look at those neighborhoods. And by the way, I have time codes below in the description, so you can skip to a specific neighborhood if you wish so, as well as the links for a list of available properties in each neighborhood. We will start with historic Seaport. It consists of Old Town Key West waterfront on the Gulf side of the island and the original Lower Duval Street area. In the late 1800s, the first shipping docks and warehouses, restaurants and grand homes were built by the founding fathers and mothers here. And today, this is one of the largest and most impressive collection of turn-of-the-century architecture, from large Victorians to charming shotgun cottages and conch-style homes. This neighborhood includes the best waterfront seafood restaurants and bars, seafood market, fishing and sailing charters. Also, the famous Mallory Square is a part of this district. This is the best place to see the sunset and enjoy talented performers during the sunset celebration hours. Downtown. The original city infrastructure was built here to create a diverse array of shopping, offices, entertainment, restaurants, bars and hotels. These features are still offered here. The homes were primarily built during the late 1800s and early 1900s. You can find historic Victorian and cottage-style residences with wraparound porches. Some of the large homes have become guest houses or have been divided into apartments or condos. By the way, this March, Key West was celebrating its bicentennial of its designation as a U.S. territory. March 25, 1822, when U.S. Navy Lieutenant Matthew Perry planted the American flag on the island soil. Upper Duval or Uptown. The tiny district to be known as the Upper Duval offers a variety of restaurants, boutiques, art, furniture galleries. It is close to the southernmost point of the United States, and another one of the noteworthy places is a stunning marble cigar factory, built in 1876. Cottages and Victorian houses, conch-style homes and condos can be found here. Bahama Village. If you like Bahamian vibes and the look of colorful and vibrant houses, move to Bahama Village. It has all of this. It is a historic area where Bahamians moved to Key West in the late 1800s, located southwest of downtown. Streets are reminiscent of the Bahamas and other Caribbean island nations, with clapboard shotgun houses painted white, Caribbean blue and yellow. There are also some examples of traditional conch houses. It is a treasured island district and is an important part of what makes Key West so diverse. Truman Annex. This residential district of Truman Annex is an old-town gated neighborhood with a picturesque landscape that was renamed for President Harry Truman, who spent his winters at the Annex. It was once an army base in the mid-1800s and later in 1900s was redesigned and renovated by a private developer. Now it is a park-like neighborhood where you'll be delighted to walk or bike. White picket fences, green grounds and fountains with large private luxury mansions, as well as small new row of townhomes with tin roofs and sit-in porches that were built in the classic southern cottage style. Just 5 minutes towards the ocean is Fort Zachary Taylor, a state park with one of the nicest beaches on the island. Many people desire the Truman Annex part of Old Town due to the available transient license, which allows them to rent out their property on a weekly basis. If you're wondering what is a transient license, watch my previous video. Heart of Old Town. Historic streets in this neighborhood are lined with wooden Victorian houses and cottages built by early shipbuilders and men of wealth. Also, Key West Cemetery, that was established in 1847, is located in the center of Old Town. In the heart of Key West, you'll find little cozy lanes with unusual names like Love Lane, Poorhouse, or Nassau Lanes. The neighborhood is only a short distance to an exceptional variety of restaurants, bakeries, boutiques, and galleries. Casa Marina. If you want to be close to the beach, tennis courts, and bocce field, Casa Marina neighborhood has it all. It is named for Henry Flagler's historic 1920s hotel. In the 1900s, this area was considered the countryside of the island, and it resulted in an outstanding turn-of-the-century, mid-century, and modern architecture, with amazing gardens and large homes, with more yard space than is typically found in the other residential districts of Key West Old Town, which makes it one of the most sought-after neighborhoods. This is a quiet residential area close to the Atlantic Ocean with Higgs Beach, where you can not only enjoy the sun and the ocean, of course, but play volleyball, tennis, pickleball, or bocce. Also, it's close to the beachfront restaurants, the southernmost point of the United States, the south end of Duval Street, and the White Street Gallery, and of course, shopping areas. The Meadows. If you'd love to know all of the neighbors and enjoy and talk over the fence, the Meadows is a charming residential extension of the historic Seaport. It is known for being the most neighborly community in Old Town and features gorgeous traditional homes with New England and Caribbean architectural influences, as well as beautifully restored conch-style houses. Although the most common building material in Key West is wood, numerous historic masonry structures of stone, brick, or concrete are located in the historic zoning districts, especially in the commercial sectors. Keep in mind that if you're buying a house anywhere in downtown and would like to renovate or improve something or even change, before starting that, you would need to get an approval from HARC, Historic Architectural Review Commission. I left a link in the description below so you can see all of the details about HARC. Now let's move to a younger part of Key West that includes Midtown and Newtown. Midtown, primarily residential neighborhood of both new and old houses. It was created from a landfill in 1940s and 1950s. The variety of house styles will surprise you. You can find here grand spacious houses, historic conch homes, and cottages. Many consider it the perfect location because of a short walk to Higgs Beach and White Street Pier, where you can enjoy amazing sunrises. Still close to all the entertainment as well as to schools and Newtown, with all the shopping malls and grocery stores. Newtown. It is a big area that includes not only residential part, but schools, shopping malls, grocery stores, food chain restaurants, auto part and hardware stores. Newtown is on the eastern side of the island and was created from a landfill the same way as Midtown. Primarily a residential area for local full-time Key West residents, within walking distance to Key West High School and skateboard park, shopping centers and grocery stores. It is convenient for all your needs. Newtown area has newer constructions, and compared to Old Town, it has plenty of room and yard space, wide streets and even canal front properties. Quiet and away from busy downtown. Stay tuned as I'm planning on a video about Key West schools and college. Now let's see what neighborhoods you can find around Key West. Sunset Key is a 27-acre residential neighborhood and resort island. Its first name was Tank Island because it was supposed to serve as a fuel tank depot during the Cold War. And now this is a secluded tropical island sanctuary located 500 yards offshore of Key West and is only accessible by ferry. Relaxing, quiet resort island with Victorian homes is a magical spot for a singular island getaway. By the way, people who are just visiting the restaurant or staying at the resort cannot just walk around the residential properties, which gives you, as a homeowner, total privacy and tranquility. Stock Island generally is divided into two parts. One is a golf course next to Florida Keys Community College, and the other one is a mixed residential and commercial part. It is the closest island to Key West, separated only by the narrow Cow Key Channel. Golf Club. Are you a fan of golf and looking for golf in paradise? I have a perfect spot for you where you can not only play golf yourself, but watch others play from your backyard. The golf course takes up nearly 1/4 of Stock Island. The Key West Golf Club community is a gated residential neighborhood located outside the entrance point of Key West. Luxury villas and tropical townhomes on an 18-hole, 6,500-yard, masterfully designed by Reese Jones golf course. It includes 2 swimming pools and a peaceful butterfly garden. By the way, privacy and serenity of this neighborhood attract non-golfers as well. Or you can enjoy a walk with your 4-legged friend in a real native garden and forest with nature trails at the Key West Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden, which is located right next to the golf course. The other part of Stock Island, always known as a residential community in character, with a year-round population. Here you'll find lots of different locally owned businesses, as well as single-family homes, townhouses, trailer park, marinas and boatyards, which are home to live-aboard residents. There are many famous restaurants and food trucks there as well. Stock Island has its own electric charm. And if you hear chickens around me, they are all over the island. Key Haven. And the last on my list is Key Haven. About a mile east of Key West and off the northeast side of Stock Island lies Racoon Key with its Key Haven community. Here, each waterfront house offers an estate-sized lot with individual dock for boating. Beautiful and quiet community where you can find your own piece of paradise. By the way, Key Haven was chosen as a location of the Real World Key West TV show, which appeared in 2006. The Real World home is located at the end of Driftwood Drive. We went through all the neighborhoods of Key West. Now you know some of the names and vibes around them. Reach out and I will help you to pick a perfect spot for your next residency. Once again, use the time codes under the video to navigate through the neighborhoods. I left some links with properties available for each area of the city. Remember, you can always reach me, I will always reply. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget about the bell to hear about new great videos on my channel. See you next time.